We're testing out the Colourpop brand. I haven't actually ever tried them before. Can you believe that? Like, that's really crazy. I'm from the UK, so Colourpop I didn't think was that easy to access like over here, unless you buy it on like sites like QVC and things like that. But I didn't really want to do that, and I didn't really want to pay customs, so I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna just give it a try. And it turns out if you're in the UK now, you pay like customs, not customs, but like VAT onto your order, and Colourpop pay the customs for you, so you don't have to go and wait and pick up at the post office and things like that. So anyway, enough of the boring things. I'm gonna be doing an eye makeup look as like a first impression sort of look with a few of the palettes I got. So I got the Lit and Wet palette, the Chasing Rainbows palette, the It's My Pleasure palette, and the Through My Eyes palette. I always forget their drugstore. They look so pretty. Honestly, like first impressions, they were like a little bit smaller than I imagined. Like I thought this would be at least like Morphe size, but it's not. And excuse my eye, by the way, I just want to like get that out there. I'm testing the new Jeffree products out, so if you haven't seen the Jeffree Star setting powder and concealer video, go check it out. I'll link it above right now. And I wanted to use this opportunity to just like do a really nice eye look, and then you'll probably see it on my Instagram. Everything's linked down below. I already did my eyebrow like again, because this, I've had my makeup on like 12 hours now, so I just literally wiped this off and did it all again, so it's nice and sleek and smooth. Okay, let me test my blending skills out, but I'm gonna do like a yellow to pink to purple to blue, so I'm gonna try and include like as many of the palettes as I can. So I'm going to start off with yellow. So I'm going to be using the Lips palette, and I'm going to be using this yellow colour called Cleo Amour. It looks a little bit darker on camera than what it is in person, but that's literally fine. I'm just going to rub my creasing in because this is P. Louise base, and I've had it on for like 30 minutes talking to the camera, and it's just drying. I don't set my bases because it gives like less pigment. So let's see how this does. Oh guys, I like this. I like this a lot already. Pigment of this is literally the equivalent of like high end, honestly. Look at that pigment. Like that could literally be like eyeliner. Wow. I didn't think it would be that pigmented. I thought it'd be quite pigmented, but I didn't think it'd be like that pigmented. So we're going to go from yellow to pink to purple to blue, and I've never done like a look like this before, so it might take me a little longer. Recently I've been trying to be as creative as possible on Instagram. That looks really cute. I need a darker pink, and I don't think I have that. They're all shimmers and I don't need a shimmer, so I'm going to go into another palette. So I'm going to use Luna Beauty's colour here in Kai Kai, or Keiki. Kiki, God knows what that says. But yeah, so I'm just going to put that on top of the yellow. Now I'm really messy with eyeshadow, like really messy, so it does take me a little while to get it right, I guess, but it looks cool in the end, so that's all that matters, right? So at the minute I just like to pack the shades on, and then I will go in and blend it all out so it looks really seamless and pretty. So it kind of looks like a pigsty at the beginning, and then it looks really cool. So where's my brush gone? So I'm going to just go over the yellow again, because this is how I like kind of build up the pigment on my shadows, and I'm just going to go over it and try and blend it a little bit into the pink. I find yellow really easy to work with, yellow and blues. Purples I really struggle with, and I'm being like kind of brave with blacks at the minute, using black more in my looks. So now I'm just going to go in with a blender brush and just go over that and just try and blend it in as much as I can. And I don't want to blend the pink pigment out yet, so I'm very much trying to stay in the lines and just blend the yellow nicely into the pink. I do very much go back and forth, guys, by the way. So I'm going to use Sleeper by this It's My Pleasure palette from Colourpop. It's this colour right here. It looks a lot darker on camera. And I'm going to actually mix it with the shade next to it called Fan Fiction. So I'm just literally going to dab my brush back and forth, and then I'm just going to go around the edges of here. Blue is literally like my favourite colour to use on eyeshadow at the moment. I've just got like really into it. So purples I always find literally the hardest to work with. I even prefer like blacks instead of purples sometimes. Just, I don't know what it is about purples, but they're just, if they're not formulated right, they go all more patchy, but this is actually not doing too bad, not gonna lie. And another trick with purple eyeshadow that I learned recently, guys, is what I'm doing right now, basically, is if you mix like another purple shadow into it, it looks more purple. I know purple's like come across grey, so I use like a dark pink or a different shade of purple to really bring out the purple colour, which is why I often mix for purple shadows. And it kind of makes it a bit easy to blend as well. So I'm getting another clean blending brush and I'm just going to blend the pink into the purple, and I'm going to go in with the pink again just to make sure you can actually see pigment. It's starting to come together a little bit now. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the pink. So with the pink I'm just going back in where I originally went, just so it doesn't lose its pigment. I'm kind of glad it's blue that I'm going to do on the outside and not purple, because I hate blending purples out. It's like one of the hardest colours to blend out in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the blue colour. Okay, so I'm going to use the Chasing Rainbows palette for this, and I'm going to go in with the colour here, Blue Bring It. And it's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to bring in another blue in a second as well. But I'm just going to blend this around the outside. Blue is just so much easier to blend than purple. I didn't realise how dark this blue was. I'm going to go in with a lighter blue in a second, guys. But first I need to blend the purple. And we're going to blend the purple out again. I need to sort of buff it with pink and that colour. And I'm just going to buff it into the blue a bit more, just so it doesn't lose its pigment. Because I do love purple looks. And I just want it to be visible and then just sort of fade into the blue. So I'm going to go in with more pink. I'm going to go in with this wet palette and this colour right here called I'm Chillin'. And I'm literally just going to put that on the outside of here. Why does it look so dark? I'm literally trying to get it lighter and it's not going lighter. So rude. Just go in with Fishy and blend it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I had to use Fishy a little bit. Oh, no, it's not called Fishy, it's called Finished. This light shade by the wet palette still, and I'm just going to blend the other shade out with it because it is just, I don't know why it went so dark. I have that problem a lot when I'm doing makeup looks. I'm like, oh my god, that's not how dark I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a lot lighter. I'm just blending it now just to get it to be completely buffed out. Okay, I think that shade sort of saved the look. See how though I have like a weird patch here? I always have to edit that because it just looks so weird and no shadow wants to stick to it at all. It's really hard for me. I literally have to be here for like 30 minutes and it still looks kind of weird. Can you see that? Can you see that patch that I have in the corner that just doesn't blend? God knows why. I think it's just a random dry patch, but it really does annoy me. It's not the eyeshadow's fault, guys. It's literally just my eyelid being stupid because it literally does it with every single eyeshadow palette that I do, ever. I'm going to just blend it out with another clean blending brush. I'm not going to put any product on this though. All very blended out here. And this is how I just make everything so it looks seamless and everything. So this look is actually looking really nice. I'm going to add a little bit more pink because the pink sort of lost its pigment to it, and just place it in the crease right here. So I'm just going to do the underneath of the eye, and I'm literally going to do blue, purple, pink, yellow, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go in with the blue on the bottom. I don't want this to be like too much though, so I'm going to go in with a very little amount, and I'm just using the exact same colours, just in the opposite order. I used to be so scared with how far I could go down with like eyeshadow here underneath the eye because I was like, oh, it looks weird, like I don't want to do that. I love the yellow and pink pops of pigment though, that is so cool. I don't want to put too much purple, I want like a wash of purple. Just blending this out a little bit more on that clean blender brush because it is really knocking me. So we've done purple, now we need the pink. And then obviously the yellow. I've got very little lid space on my eye. So add in a little bit more pink. Alright, so this is like the look I created. I'm going to put lashes on and everything else on, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. So this is the rest of my makeup done, lashes on and all that, and honestly I am in love with this look. I never really do looks like this where like fade into each other. I do like cut crease and all that, so I'm just trying to be more creative in general. So I'm really impressed with how this look turned out, and it will be up on Instagram probably when you see this, so go check it out and leave me a like. I look really crazy right now. I just realised I'm just looking in the viewfinder like. So honestly, Colourpop gets a massive thumbs up from me. I really like it. I really like the formula. It's literally just, I don't know, it's something about it. It's just, it performs like high end, but it's not high end, but I don't know. Blends really nicely. It's really pigmented. If you're wondering, I've swatched literally like all the shades, so they're really pigmented all around. It seems to be pretty consistent from the 5 palettes I've got. I do have a few more palettes coming soon, so if you want another video like this, or if you want to see more Colourpop looks like on my Instagram or whatever, then let me know down below and I'd literally love to do them. So I'm gonna go wipe this off now and stop looking crazy. So thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.